Yeah, man. I can be completely. I can be
You could be
completely.
complete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go
So,
for it.
Everywhere, this is for you.
What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco. You know what it is. It's Philly Philly the podcast. And we are back. And today I have a very, very special guest with me. I got my boy Rico Anderson. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, it's a pleasure to have you on. So now, before we get into this, so I saw him on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Instagram is the land of new friends. I feel like, you
Right.
know.
Right.
First caught me because you're an Eagles fan, and then obviously you have some big things going on for you in the future. But let's just for the people that don't know, who are you? What do you do? Where are you from?
Right. Yeah, man. I'm Rico Anderson, R&B artist, recording artist, singer, songwriter. I'm from Philly, born and raised. Philadelphia public school raised me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from Uptown. I live out Jersey now, but I'm in the Air Force. Been in the Air Force now almost 10 years. Love it. Do my thing with it, and man, I do the music thing in the meantime. And in law school at night. So yeah, I plan to do the music thing behind the scenes on the law side too. But yeah, man, that's just me. That's just me.
Definitely. God bless and thank you for your
Appreciate
service,
it, man.
obviously. No, that's awesome. Love to shine the light on Philadelphia talent, obviously.
Facts.
And that sounds like you have a very full slate. So let's stick to the music though.
Yeah.
Let's go to that. So you do have something big coming up. You're gonna be doing the Sunday Night Football virtual national anthem.
Yeah,
So
man.
tell us a little bit about how you found out about that, how that came about, and how that went.
Yeah, so I actually had a bunch of family members and friends. They were tagging me, sending me the article, sending me the post on Facebook that the Eagles were having these national anthem auditions. And for those who don't know, back in 2013, I auditioned for the Eagles national anthem auditions, and I made it to
Right.
the finals. Made it to the finals, but they changed the date, and I couldn't make it to the final competition. So that just shows that how God works.
Definitely.
Years later, I'm able to do this now. But yeah, man, I found out about it. I reached out. I did the audition, and yeah, out of thousands and thousands of people that auditioned, I'm one of the eight that made it through, and I get to do it for the salute to service. I get to do it when we play the Cow Bums on primetime TV. So hopefully my rendition, puts us over the hump, and it gives us that W. But I'm hearing that there's a chance they could actually be live in person now too. Now that we got fans at the game, so that'd be major. I did the Phillies back in 2013
That's
on
awesome.
9/11, and that was a dream come true. But my Birds, man, that's number one for me. So
That's
this
a
will be
special
definitely
place in your heart.
yeah, that'll be a dream come true if this happens.
Now, let me ask you. So, since you did it twice, I personally didn't know that. Now, if
Mhm.
you had to pick one, maybe two memories from because I know when you go through that, you're probably in, correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but you're
Yeah.
probably in big groups. You're probably meeting a bunch of new people.
Right.
What are some memories that you take from those times, that you still hold
Yeah.
with you till today?
Yeah, for me, I think so not so much for the auditions for like the national anthem, but years ago, many years ago, like 2007, I did do American Idol, and the amount of people that you meet, like I did because the auditions were here in Philly, but there were so many people that weren't from Philly at those auditions. I mean, from everywhere, from other countries, you name it. And it's just so refreshing to be around so many people that have the same desire as you, that have the same hunger as you, the same talent as you. So I think that's super dope, man. But I think for me, with these auditions, it's always so dope because like these are all Eagles fans, these are all Phillies
Definitely.
fans. So like you got that right there, that's that common denominator. So it just makes it that much more beneficial. So for me, it's a dream come true to play, to go and sing for the team that I live and breathe and I die for every Sunday.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's what we like to hear on this channel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we all about. Now, if you were to, if I know there's been a lot of different renditions, kind of like you already alluded
Facts.
to. There's been a lot of different renditions of the national anthem. If you
Facts.
can think back to someone that's done it before, Who would you
Mm,
try to emulate a little bit? I know,
mm,
my off the
that's a
top of
great
my
question.
head when I was listening to your video, I was like, maybe he hits it with a little Motown swing. You know what I'm saying? He hits it with a
Okay.
little Boys to Men
Okay.
on it. But who are
Yeah.
you looking to emulate?
Yeah, man. I mean, Boys to Men is definitely those are man. Those are idols to me, especially coming from Philly and being born and raised. But I can think of so many people. You know, Brian McKnight does an amazing rendition. Mark Anthony I think he kills it every single time he does it. And then as always, you can go super classic with Marvin Gaye, who did his thing many years ago at that NBA
Definitely.
All Star game, and that's the one that we all think about. As far as a guy doing it, because I mean, of course, you got the Whitney, you got the Beyonces, you got the Jennifer Hudsons, but man, when you think about the guys, you think of Marvin Gaye. You think of Boys and Men, you think about those guys. So definitely going to represent for the soul of Philly. Get that Philly sound and make sure I represent for everybody.
Yeah, you can't do the Fergie. As long as you stay away from the
No,
Fergie at the
definitely
All
can't do
Star game,
Fergie.
you
No,
good, man. You good.
yeah,
Like I said, I heard your music, so I have nothing but
yeah,
faith that you're gonna
my
kill it.
man, my man.
That's awesome. So how long have you been doing the music?
Yeah, so I actually grew up. I've been playing piano since 3, drums since 7.
Wow.
I've been playing in the Philly church scene, the Philly church gospel scene since I was little, since I was a kid. And it wasn't until about eighth or ninth grade when I actually really started to pursue the singing thing, because it was just always something I was good at, but never something I really wanted to pursue. But then once I got in that spotlight and I saw that attention was on me, typical light skinned guy, I had to bask in that and be like, yo, I could actually do this. So it was right on time, and then ever since then, man, it's just been what I've been doing. So I've been lucky and blessed to have toured with Maya, Grammy
Wow.
nominated Maya, who is amazing. I wrote for several artists, so I get to do music now the way I want to do it. Now that I'm a lot older, I'm a family man. I got a wife, I got a daughter, so for me, I got to do it the way I want to do it, and I don't have anybody that's telling me how I need to do music. I do it the way I want to,
Definitely.
for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. When I was younger, I used to do music as well. Yeah, I'm not a spring
Oh,
chicken. I know. I look 18, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not.
yeah,
But when I was younger, I definitely used to do a lot of music. Me and my friend, he
mm,
still does. Shout out to Clockwise. He's been on ESPN and all
word,
that stuff. So being able to see it from, doing it and as a, fan, it
right,
is a emotional type of thing. So
definitely,
especially when you get to a certain age, you kind of get a little bit more emotionally stable, if there is such
right,
a thing. So it's
right,
cool to see you be able to kind of put that into your music and put
right,
that into what you do. You know what I'm saying? Music
yeah,
is a beautiful thing. But
mm,
I know you said you bleed green, you love it and
hmm,
everything. So and I know you have a little bit of Eagles blood in your family.
yeah,
I know Corey Clement is actually your cousin, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yep, that's
That's
my cousin.
awesome.
Yeah, man, that's the little cousin, and I actually got to. It's still surreal to us, the family, that he's even an Eagle, let alone a Super Bowl champion, let alone someone who caught a touchdown in the Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl hero, Super
All in
Bowl
his
hero,
Yeah,
man.
all in his rookie year, man. It's still mind blowing to us, but he's remained humble. He's just remained dedicated to the craft. Philly loves him. The Eagles love him, clearly, that he's still here, and it's dope because I got to actually be on the field with him last year, and he exchanged his practice jersey with me.
I saw that. Yeah,
Took it
that's
off his
awesome.
back, so I got it hanging up in the man cave right now. But yeah, man, it's amazing to see number 30 on the field and be able to tell everybody, yeah, that's my family.
Yeah, that's I saw it in the things. It was like that's my little cousin, man. That's
Yeah,
my little
man.
cousin. Yeah, that's how it is, man. My
Yeah,
nephews, my nephews, they're doing great things, and they're not obviously in the NFL, but even
yeah,
them, it's like, man, that's my nephew. I
fact.
see them doing great
Yeah,
things,
man.
and that's a beautiful thing. So now, being a fan growing up,
Hmm.
growing up as an Eagles fan, and then obviously having a family member in there now. Do you look at it differently? Do Sundays feel a little bit different? Do you feel like you're a little bit more biased or a little bit more stern
Yeah,
on the team?
I think I was a lot more biased. I would say probably like the first couple years that he was on the team, just because of one, it was already mind blowing that he made the team, because that was the year that we kept 5 running backs. That was unreal. Something
Yeah,
we had never done before. So the fact that we kept him, and the fact that he was actually balling every time he touched the ball, of course, I'm looking at Deuce like, come on, man, let little Cuz rock,
let them
man.
loose.
Yeah, you gotta let him do his thing. But I think now, I'm back to, just being the normal fan that I am. My family, we've had season tickets before I was even born. So
That's
I was
dope.
already down at the games all the time. I was always down there tailgating. But now I'm starting to kind of finally stop wearing the number 30 every Sunday, because I was doing that for a long time. But now, I got to show some of my other guys some love and rock their jerseys. But yeah, man, I think it's back to normal for me now. I'm still, I'm still going to be, all critical on my team and give them crap on from top to bottom. But I can do that because that's my squad. So,
You got it. Yeah,
I can
nobody
do
can talk
that.
about it
Nobody
like
else,
us.
nobody else can talk about our squad. It's a family
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly.
But
So
yeah.
now, that's my lead up question. It's
Mm,
been rocky road, and I don't mean the ice cream for Doug Peterson. It's
fact.
been a rocky road in Philadelphia. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about what's going on out there?
Yeah, man.
You could be
completely.
complete. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
go
So,
for it.
yeah, man. Jim Schwartz got to go.
Hmm.
I definitely think he has to go. I think that Nate Jerry is not a professional football player.
Yes.
And I think it's a problem that he's even on that field right now. But I think that it's not on Carson. I do think that it's not on Carson. I think that, yeah, he's made mistakes, but again, he keeps throwing to dudes that are cashiers at Wawa.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I
Very
mean,
true.
that's all. If you put Russell Wilson, you put all these other guys in that situation, you're gonna see the same type of thing. You're gonna see the same type of trouble, but Carson still finds a way to at least keep us in ball games. So I think, man, I think offensive wise, I don't think Doug is the problem. I don't think Carson is the problem. I think we're unfortunately struggling because of the talent or the lack of talent that we have. But I think our defense has no excuses. I think we got a defensive line that needs to step up and play every single game, not just every
Definitely.
other game or not when they feel like it. That defensive line is the most expensive D line in the game right now, so they got to act like it. And then when it comes to the linebackers that we don't have, we need to figure something out. We need to figure something out. We need to figure something out quick. And then our secondary, man, I like the guys that we have, but we need them to be consistent. Darius Slay has been a huge addition,
Hmm.
but he can't be a playmaker if nobody's throwing to him. He's doing his job. So the guys on the other side got to step up and do what they need to do. Rodney McLeod needs to try to figure it out and continue to be that voice, and Jerry just needs to get off that field.
Yeah. Honestly, I got to say to everybody that's watching, I did not pay him to say anything about Nate Jerry or Jim Schwartz. If
Yeah,
you watch some of these videos, man, I am totally on that bus
yeah,
with you, man. They have to go. I don't know what I'm seeing at this point. I've done a
yeah,
couple film breakdowns on them and everything. It's been hard to watch, to say the
yeah,
least. But with Carson, it's so hard to. It's like you said, he's done so much with so little.
yeah.
But you've also seen struggles that are just solely on him as a quarterback.
Mhm.
Um, it's hard to really analyze him,
Yeah,
when he doesn't have his full squad.
fact.
I personally want to see him do great things.
Yeah,
Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan, but I think these last two games were good signs.
hmm
And as far as the secondary goes, we're getting Will Parks back.
yeah,
Hopefully that's something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Hopefully he
yeah.
can do
And I like I
something. I
like
know they're
Will
high
Parks.
on
I
him.
like Will Parks a lot. Yeah,
I like Kavion. I like the young guys that we have.
yeah,
Which kind of brings me to this next question: is I know every Eagles fan had one, and I know every Eagles fan probably was almost as ecstatic as Super Bowl weekend.
hmm
Travis Folgham. How did
mm.
you feel when you saw him going off? What was the
Dude, man,
first thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest. I like it. I loved everything about it. I'm hoping that it's not a fluke. I'm hoping this can turn into something, man. Because he has the size. He has the potential. He has all of the tools to be a
Hmm.
solid receiver, man. And if we can just have him be one of those consistent presences like Greg Ward was last year, we can definitely do. Carson can do a little something, because
Yeah,
unfortunately, Deshaun is always he's always hurt, and then with Alshon, he's old too. So and Zach is he's given up on plays lately. So like, unfortunately, man, we got to depend on those guys. So I'm hoping that was a confidence booster, and that we can see a little bit more of that.
yeah. It's all about getting that trust from once. And like
Yeah.
another guy, another couple of guys, I should say, that need to start getting trust from Doug Peterson are
Mm,
the running backs.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
running backs. How do you feel about just the lack of use of running backs? I know you kind of
Yeah.
probably come from a different angle of view, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
No, I mean, I think we're seeing him be the true Andy Reid product that he is. I mean, he's abandoning the run, and unfortunately, yeah, we saw Miles only have that one long run this past Sunday, but he abandoned the run. So it's not, we can't really say what would have happened if he would have kept going to the run. I mean, Miles is talented. Like
Mhm.
if we didn't realize that, before, we should definitely realize it now. So when you got guys like that and you mix up the run like we did, I just keep thinking back to that Super Bowl year. Man, we had 5 running backs and we used all of them. So it's like, with that, you got to go back into that toolbox and figure out how to get everybody involved and have a three-headed monster to where defenses are trying to game plan for all of them, and they
Exactly.
just can't because it's too many bodies coming at them. So we got to figure out a way to get and I put that on Deuce, man, because Deuce really has a lot more say than people realize in the rotation of the running backs and how they get used. So man, he got to really use Miles and Boston and Corey. Man, he got to use those three because I think that is
Yeah.
one of the most talented running back trios in the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, it's not a coincidence that when we were number 3 in rushing, we won a Super Bowl. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to see us definitely get back to the running game. And I definitely agree with you. You can't say that they wouldn't, because, I heard last game, a lot of people were like, well, if you look at it, Miles really only had that big one run. Nobody can get hot after 4 or
Yeah,
5 carries,
you
5,
can't.
6 carries.
It's
It's almost
impossible.
impossible.
No
Um,
running back can. That's for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to build some continuity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if it's not always working. So going forward, as
Mm-hmm.
far as the Ravens and just going forward, in general, how do you feel about the Eagles season? Do you think it's something that can turn around this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so. I'm seeing that we're getting some guys back, so I think that gives us a little motivation. And then the fact that our division is just absolutely terrible,
Yeah,
it's wide open. So I think that gives guys who may be a little bit more banged up than some of the others a reason to try to really work to get back so that they can maybe make a playoff run of some sort. And then, I mean, we got extra playoff teams, this year. So the, there's the opportunity and there's a possibility for us to actually do something in this weak division. Now, with that being said, we got a lot of tough teams coming up. We got Baltimore that's looking tough.
hmm,
Cleveland, Baker and them boys is balling.
yeah,
And you still got Kyler and them out there in Arizona. So it's like we got a lot of talent that we're about to see. And unfortunately, we're going to have to start seeing our defense step up to put us
definitely.
and really, really be a shutdown type defense so that whether Carson has Wawa cashiers or he has actual NFL receivers, we can actually be in the game.
Yeah, and once we get Dallas back and get some of these injuries off of our back,
Yeah.
hopefully we're a little bit more, consistent on both
Right.
ends of the ball. So last question I want to ask you
Mm-hmm.
for the Ravens game. Do you see us winning it? What are your predictions for that game?
I do see it being a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like many people may think it may be. I think it will be a close game, but I don't think we will pull out the win. I think we'll put on a show for our fans. I think we'll gain a little bit more confidence. Maybe it'll be a moral victory. Unfortunately, like we've been seeing the last couple of weeks. But I do think it'll be a close one.
Yeah, hey, I'll take a close one at this point. I think
Yeah,
I want to say the season's over, and I'm never a guy to say tank. I will never ever say that. Like
never
we
that.
never lose on purpose. That makes no
Yeah.
sense to
No
me.
trust the process over here.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I don't do those. But
Right.
my thing is, if we can continuously have people develop, and
Mm-hmm.
they're the real thing, then on to next year, and we're healthy next year, hopefully, and we'll
Mm-hmm.
see it from there. But I do think there's a little bit of hope, and I do think we could beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
We'll see though. It really
Yeah.
depends on who comes out. So before I let you go, let the people know one more time where they can
Yeah.
find your new music. I know you have a new album
Sure.
out, and where they can
Yeah.
find you at.
Yeah. So you can follow me on Instagram at Rico Anderson Official. All one word, no underscores, nothing crazy. On Twitter, I'm pretty active on Twitter, Rico the singer. And then follow me on Facebook, R&B singer Rico Anderson. I'm all over YouTube, all over iTunes, Spotify, everything you can think of. But yeah, reach out, man. I show love. I'm not Hollywood, so definitely reach out, show love, talk sports, and go Birds.
Heck yeah, man. You're more than welcome here anytime you want to
My
come on,
man,
hop on one of
my
the
man.
lives, man. But yeah, just shoot me over some of your links and I'll just have them in the description. And we'll
For
make
sure.
sure to get people over to you, man. But hey, listen, I respect what you're doing so much and I appreciate you, like I said, man. But
Thanks,
Other
brother.
than that, you know what time it is, guys. It's Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all.